Hey there folks, this is Josh, Stoney Ridge Farmer. Welcome back to another beautiful windy day here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. We're back here hidden behind the house, hidden behind the wind for Tool Tuesday this week, and we have a cool little Stihl chainsaw. So inside this oddly shaped packaging is the Stihl, oh, good Velcro, is the Stihl GTA 26 miniature chainsaw pruner. We're going to go through, we're going to show you this little critter. It's a pretty fun little device. My neighbor actually purchased this and I said, dude, mind if I take a look at that, do a little bit of a review, see if I want to get one myself? And that's what we're doing, except for it's stuck in the package and I may never get it out. So come along today as we check out this cool little Stihl GTA 26, the tiniest chainsaw you've ever seen. A pruner, a chainsaw, a Stihl product. Let's have some fun. Woo!
I ain't afraid of work. I ain't afraid of play. I ain't afraid to get the job done and do it my own damn way.
All right, guys and gals, if this is your first time to the Stoney Ridge Farm channel, welcome to the channel. This is what we try to do every Tuesday. I try to do a tool review every Tuesday, but I don't succeed on a lot of Tuesdays. We're really busy here on the farm building a first generation farm. So this is the packaging that this little Stihl chainsaw comes in. You can say I mispronounced it, Stihl, however you want to say it. You can just tell me whatever I did wrong. This little guy right here, this is the carrying case, and to me, at the price point, I think the price point on this is around $149. I've got a little information cheat sheet in my back pocket back here. Let's see what it says. Price tag on it, $149.95-ish is the MSRP. Comes with a 10.8 volt battery, little guy right here, the carrying case, and this saw doesn't have an oiler on it. So it comes with this little container of oil. That way they can get you back to the Stihl store so you can buy some more of this, but I'm not too sure what exactly this is. You might be able to just refill it with with Pam. I don't know exactly what it is. You guys let me know if you're a Stihl guy. So it comes with that goes in this little pouch. The charger goes right here. Put the charger on overnight. It's a 1 hour quick charge, so it really charges very, very quickly. And the time it takes you to reload your cooler, you got your battery charged up and head back into the woods. So the carrying case is a little bit, I don't know how to say it, a little bit on the cumbersome side. How to get this thing in, I hope it's in properly now. I don't even know if it's in appropriately or properly. You pretty much have to take the battery out to put it in this little case. I eventually see either this case will be hung up in the garage by these little hook holes right here, or it'll be thrown in the trash can. I mean, a hard case for this would be super nice from Stihl. At a price point of about 10 bucks more, it would be nice to have a hard case for this thing to throw it in the back of your pickup truck, your toolbox or whatever, and take it out. So we pull on this elastic strap, which we all know, guys. This is a tool review. I'm a Stihl guy. I'm a Husqvarna guy. I have no brand loyalty when it comes to chainsaws, so I'm going to tell you the real deal here. And we all know this saw is going to last for 10 years, maybe 15 years. It's the coolest little saw ever. However, this ain't going to last that long. It's going to fall apart. All these little Velcro things, little stretchy things, all that stuff's going to dry rot eventually, especially when you're putting oil in and it's getting contaminated on here. So I see this case as something that's neat, something that's fun, but probably something that's not going to be functional within the next 3 years of use. So we'll set that aside and we'll talk about the tool itself. Right here is the tool itself. It has a little bitty scabbard. I guess you call this a scabbard, and it has an arm on here to protect you from cutting yourself. I guess if you had your hand up here or something like that. Pretty simple, pretty safe tool. I would say for grandma trimming her bushes out in the yard, this is an awesome tool. Or for the guy going out building trails for his four-wheeler or something like that, you don't have to wear out yourself carrying a big old chainsaw. You can do this. And we're getting ready to just destroy a butterfly bush right over here on the side of the house. It's gotten way too big. It's growing up and bashing against the house. We're also going to take this tool down into the woods. So you're going to get to see it in action in the woods and in actual pruning jobs, not just some guy showing you, look at this saw, look how it cuts. So you pull off the scabbard, little tiny scabbard, isn't that cute? Woo! And here's the saw. The battery goes in, it only goes in one direction, clicks into place, locks into place. You have to press two little buttons down here in order to release the battery. So hopefully that would prevent you from accidentally dislodging the battery. Now, it has a safety switch here on this side and a safety switch here on this side, okay? It goes up and down either way. So if you're a right-handed guy, you can use it right-handed. You can press that up or press that down. If you're a left-handed guy, of course I just showed you my left hand, you can do it the other way. It's ambidextrous, I guess is the word for it. You have a battery level indicator right here on the side. Press that, it tells you just how much battery life you got. We should be full of battery. It's a little bright out here to see it. Yep, we're full of battery. Now, this looks like an oiler for a typical chainsaw, right? It's not the oiler, it's actually the blade tensioner, okay? So you'll loosen this up and tension your blade and then tighten it back down. To me, it looks like you just pull on it a little bit. This is the tiniest little, I say blade, it's a chain. It's the tiniest little chain right here. So I think really, it may not even need an oiler, but the way you're supposed to oil this is take this little guy right here and dribble some oil onto your chain. Just dribble a little bit of oil, not too much, not too little, just dribble some on there, and that's supposed to be good. Every time you use it, break that out and dribble oil. Battery life on this thing, life expectancy walking through the woods, just cutting branch, you're probably going to use this thing for about an hour or something like that. If you're using it longer than that, you're probably going to need a bigger saw, okay? Take something in that's a little bit bigger, it's going to last a little bit longer. This will go continuously for around 15 to 20 minutes. So that's pretty good, and it'll take about an hour to recharge. Let's go over here. We're gonna get in the bushes and I'll tell you how it cuts and what it's like. Safety gear is always of the utmost importance. You wear the safety gear that you think you should be wearing. Whatever Stihl recommends, you wear that. But I'm wearing glasses that are safety rated and gloves. And that's all I'm gonna wear for this. You don't need hearing protection for this, although it may be recommended by the factory. I don't work for Stihl, I work for Josh. So Josh is gonna get in the bushes. What we're gonna do, this is a butterfly bush, and we're here in the southeastern United States, and these things grow up around every old home place you've ever seen. They're a beautiful bush, but they really get out of control and can grow up against the side of your house and scrape the paint and ruin your house, ruin windows or whatever. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get in here, and some of these branches are probably 2 inches around. First thing we're gonna do is just hit some of these smaller branches. Oh yeah, dude, that's smooth, nice. Cool, awesome. The safety feature's nice. It feels good in your hands. This is a big old bush. Oh man. Oh yeah. We're gonna get you some close-up shots here as soon as I make room to get you in here a little closer, but man, it seems to be doing pretty awesome. You gotta worry about kickback, and that's what this thing is for. Kickback would be when you hit right here and it throws it back just like that. So that's what this guy right here is for. It says wear safety goggles and read your owner's manual. So here we go. Right on. I like it already. Good price point too. You know, a lot of Stihl stuff, a lot of this stuff is pretty expensive. So the $149 price point is pretty much right on the money for this thing. It's not too expensive to break the bank, and like I said, if grandma needs to trim her bushes out front of her house, this is the tool for it. Let's get in here, we're gonna cut a big one and I'll show you how it cuts. So this is one of the larger branches on this tree, on this bush, and we wanna get rid of it. I do wish that this was not in the way. I want to cut, I kind of want to back cut it, you know, a little bit like that. But anyway, we're going to take out this big limb, and like I said, it's probably 2 inches around, something like that. This thing is not made for cutting down giant trees. It's a pruner. No problem, dude. No problem at all. Let's get back here. Yeah, no problem. All right, so let's speed up the footage for you a little bit. We'll get this thing out of the way. You'll see just how much brush we cut, and we'll head up into the woods and we'll cut a little bit of a trail. Literally 4 minutes to take that whole bush and turn it into a 6 foot tall brush pile with this critter. Awesome, awesome tool. It did bog a little bit if I pressed too hard, but I think it's designed to do that so it doesn't burn the motor up. I'm pretty happy with that. I'd give it a 10 out of 10 right now, man. It's super awesome. Let's go down in the woods and we'll clear a little bit of a trail with it. Woohoo! Love this Honda, man. Love this ATV. This is a Foreman 500, man. This thing's awesome. So we're down along our fence line right here. You can see the fence. The cows will probably be joining us here in a minute. Kind of wanted to show you the real world application of this tool versus just trimming the bushes around your house. We've got a trail cut back in here to the woods, and we have a ram pump system that we water our cattle off of, and I check it pretty much every day, make sure the cows are getting water like they're supposed to. But going through the woods, there are all kinds of obstacles getting back in there, and you can probably see the pipe shining back through the woods there. So there's lots of obstacles, and I want to go in here and clean this up. So perfect time to do this. A big thanks to John, my neighbor, for letting me play with this thing. I think I'm going to get one for myself now. Love it. You can see my trail, my pathway is a little bit grown up right here. So we'll just start knocking little trees out of the way, little saplings. Oh yeah, dude, this thing is super cool. A little bit of boggage going on there, but not much. The only stipulation my neighbor gave me when I borrowed this is don't hit any rocks. That's funny. Ow! Good Lord, thorn bush. Okay, a no touch cut here. Yeah, there's a little bog. It kind of pinches a little bit sometimes. Good, very good. Nice. Little bog right there too, but these are bigger, yeah, bigger limbs. Bigger the limb, bigger the bog. So I've got some big stuff here I'm gonna cut. This is a little muscadine vine, gets in the way. Great for cutting poison ivy vines, I'd say. Maybe out on your place, you got poison ivy growing in trees and stuff like that. You could go through and just tap those poison ivy vines. Nice. Not like a regular chainsaw that would be kicking poison ivy sawdust back at you. Now this guy is a pretty big little tree. I'm gonna say it's a good 3 or 4 inches around. Let's get you a close up of how this thing cuts. Trim this back a little bit. You can see for little stuff like that, it's a miracle worker. This is a big boy. I'm not trying to sell you one, but man, I'm buying one. Thank you, John, once again for letting me borrow this. So with this one, we're gonna cut back here just a little bit and then cut right above it so it'll hopefully drop right off. Well, hopefully. Yeah, just like that. That did great, man. Super great. Oh, chuck that out of the trail. We're opening the trail right up here. This one is even bigger. We'll do the same exact thing. Okay, let's get where you can see me. Okay, we'll cut it that way, and then we'll cut a little bit above it. Yeah, this thing totally proves itself, man. Let's show you how it cuts. If I just kind of, I'm gonna give her a little bit of, I don't know what you call it, Saurus. I'm gonna give her a little Saurus. I'm gonna push on it a little bit. Great saw, man, awesome. Guys, there are lots of people out there doing saw reviews, doing reviews of all sorts of tools, but they're not taking it and putting it through the real world paces. This is real world, clearing a little trail right here, cleaning up bushes around the house. I give it an A+. GTA 26, the battery seems strong, everything seems good. Now you want to lubricate it about every 15 minutes, I'd say. And really, this chain has no way of getting too hot because it's only cutting small stuff like this. So during the credits here, we'll get down low and we'll cut this thing off at the bottom. It's like this big. It's a pretty big old fat, I think this is a wild cherry. And we're gonna get on up through here and finish this trail out. So real world use, GTA 26, awesome, awesome saw. World's smallest Stihl chainsaw. Works super great, guys, I recommend it. Our battery life, even after all we've done, we still have 3 out of 4 bars. So it's good to go, love it. Thank you, and thank you, John, my neighbor, for letting me knock the new off your tool, man. I'm gonna buy one for myself. See you guys next time on Tool Tuesday. Let's get to work.
Well, come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge.
Rad. Woo! This thing is awesome. And this is not cherry. It stinks. I don't know what it is. This thing is awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for joining me here on the Stoney Ridge.